Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you again to a podcast session with my friend Anil, who is the one who made the transcripts of all the channeling sessions, which you can view on my other channel. And basically, we are every week trying to cover some concepts to help people understand in a simple manner, because sometimes, the sessions language may be a bit complicated and Anil, has been doing it for a long time, so he knows, what it truly means. So, we are here to just share the knowledge. And before the podcast begins, we would be grateful if all of you could just like the video, as it will help it to spread to other people who may need this information in their journey of awakening. And today we will talk about soulmates, soul family, and soul group, including twin flames. So, with that, I welcome Anil. Hello, Anil. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Sam. How are you? Thank you. I'm well, and thank you for giving me this opportunity of being a service in a very small way. Uh, so, as Sam said, today we're gonna talk about uh, soulmates, soul family, soul group, and twin flames, and know the slight difference between them. And sometimes we using these terms when interchangeably and without understanding the differences. So let's just start with soulmates, as everybody of us in this planet Earth trying to find soulmates. I think since as soon as somebody becomes 13, 14, adolescence, moving, we are always looking for soulmates. It's so distorted, this concept, that I have no words to explain in on my personal life, that everybody is searching for soulmates. So generally, soulmates refers to so-called a perfect romantic partner on planet Earth. It is true that soulmates can be the best partners. However, the pairing is not always intimate, romantic, or sexual in nature. Soulmates play a variety of roles in our lives, including our family members, colleagues, school, mates, neighbors, strangers, and yes, sometimes also lovers and romantic partners. So, a soulmate is a person or an entity who has a strong bonding with our soul. The soulmate's main purpose is to support each other in their life emotionally, professionally, or any other way in order to fulfill what each souls have planned to do on planet Earth. When two souls have shared an impactful past life together, or perhaps several lives, and if they meet each other in the present life, both souls can feel an unexplained attraction towards each other. So you can already see the soulmates, on planet Earth, mostly in common parlance, we basically mean a lover. But actually, soulmate is much broader concept than just the lover. Lover part is a small part of concept. Maybe it is important because uh, at least on planet Earth, we have this kind of thing that everybody has to find a partner. Of course, finding a partner or of an opposite sex helps to grow in spiritual evolution. Sometimes it doesn't, because people find go into a, choose the wrong partners. So there are mainly three types of soulmates, which can be divided into three types. One is soul family, second is soul group, and the third is twin flames. So first, I will talk about soul family. A soul family can be equated to our earthly family. However, some souls from our soul family may not necessarily incarnate along with us and form a so-called earthly family. They may take incarnation as a relative, or could be any other mind, body, spirit complex in our life. And when we meet such being or enter in such being's aura, we talked about aura last time, or we start to feel a deep connection, and we feel that we know them. It not necessarily even in your city or in your country. It could be, when you travel, you meet some people when you go abroad internationally, and you find immediate connection. I mean, there is no connection uh, remotely, and you they are even different race, as we define on the planet Earth. They might be a different color, religion, and you feel a deep connection. So this could be your soul mate, soul family. So, and this happens before incarnation, as I told you. Once you have your earth, green chakra incarnate, uh, uh, um, green chakra activated, you can choose you have a life review, and you can choose your life and reincarnation. And during before reincarnation or reincarnation, during the life review, and members of soul family primarily collaborates in creating a pre-planning process. This may choose to play various types of role in each other's incarnation to facilitate growth, learning, and mutual evolution. So you can say this kind of already, this is a very big canvas, and it's like a, I know people say 3D, this is a 3D theater. It's almost like a film or a 3D where we each choose, our soul family members actually choose to play different roles in our film script on this planet Earth, or in this 3D illusion, as we say. So, the soul family main purpose in any planet is to love, nurture, support, guide, protect, and help each other souls who are part of a soul family in one way, shape, or form. A soul family members help align us with our soul purpose and accelerate our spiritual growth. So you can see that soul members and soul family are is like a bigger, we talk about DNA family, planet Earth. So soul family is like more like a soul lineage, I think, if you can say in that sense, and help each other like we try to do a soul family, a different purpose. Sam, do you want to add anything in the soul family and up till now what we have discussed?
Yeah, brother, you have explained, pretty much everything that have been covered in the sessions. One of the things that I would like to add is that many times, um, people, they usually incarnate together with soul family members, and many times, soul family members are here not just to support, but also to provide catalysts, which may not be entirely of a positive nature. So sometimes, soul family members, they may choose to come in, and they may, choose to give a certain negative catalyst to help a particular soul to evolve spiritually. And many times I have also channeled about people's questions, and I have seen that basically what they say is that most of the times the primary family members, like their father, mother, or anyone closely related, they are usually um, member of the same soul family. So they usually incarnate in groups, like sometimes they choose to incarnate in a certain timeline because they want to learn something, or they want to incarnate in some other timeline in order to learn something. So I just wanted to add that, because people may only think that if someone is positive, then only that member is in a soul family, but also they can be of a negative nature to add lessons in a particular entity's life. And regarding, yeah, the other one was about the soulmate. And Anil has rightly stated that um, they have discussed in a session, in many sessions, that soulmates not only represent lovers, but they represent, I believe, a kind of similar vibratory soul, which can be found once an entity is able to master love vibration. Okay, so basically, what that means is, for a person to meet a soulmate, this I have received from many other sessions as well, from personal channeling sessions where people have asked this question over time, like, how do they find their soulmate? And the answer has been very similar every single time. They state, instead of looking on the outside, firstly, uh, an entity must master staying in love vibration within. So instead of, seeking outside for love, firstly you must feel love within yourself, and then automatically the soulmate will appear in the person's life. That's what I have channeled many a times. And this is all I want to add, Anil.
Yeah,
If you want to
thank
continue.
you, Sam. I think it's very well added that that's a soul member of soul family provides catalyst or experience of negative nature in order to provide an experience which will help in evolution process or spiritual growth process. So you might think that it's not nurturing, but actually it is also a way to teach some lesson, which sometimes even if you have a teacher relationship, teacher really put very students to work very hard. Some student might not like that tough lessons. So we could say that they provided tough lessons, which could seen as negative lessons, but they are actually result in positive outcome. And so next is a soul group. Soul group is slightly more, much more loosely bound. Soul group is a collection of souls that are energetically ener- energetically collected through a shared purpose, journey, or vibrational resonance. These souls are incarnating together in a different timelines for the purpose of supporting and assisting each other in a spiritual growth and evolution. The members of soul group are bound together by deep sense of connection, love, understanding, and a spiritual unification. The member of soul group act as a companion, co-creators, embarking on various experiences and lessons together to facilitate their individual and collective expansion. So you can see soul group is much more like a purpose. You could say, when uh, they are of a soul group, like somebody wants to bring uh, uh, ha- as we say regarding protection for animals. We're looking after animals. So they could be defined as they have the same purpose. So they are loosely connected from different parts, or an activist, of different kind. You can say they might be in the same soul group, or you can say that. For example, people working in a field of free energy like Tesla, and there are some people working differently. So they have a same purpose to bring free energy in this planet. So they could be seen as a soul group, might not be connected as a soul family, or a soulmate in that sense. That's the soul groups are unlimited and not limited to human beings alone. They can consist of diverse area of beings from different realms, dimension, or even from another planetary sphere, who are collaborating nature and learning together on a spiritual level to recognize the unity of one creator. So you can say that this is very difficult. It takes time to understand, and people to start working inside, and then they can feel, as Sam already said, inside them that who is who, and it becomes clear as you work inside. We are always looking answer outside. We need to discern. That's why they keep every session. If you look, they use the word discernment, and discernment is an internal process. We look for answer inside, not outside. And I think when we look for answer outside, like generally we are looking for soulmates, we always find wrong soulmates, and then after a month or 2 months we separate. So this is generally happens because initially when you meet somebody, your red chakra get instigated, sexual organs get instigated, and they die down because there is no meeting of mind in that sense, or meeting of aura completely. It's the red ray energy which get instigated and dies down very quickly. So that is the soul group. So the most interesting part of that, I think, maybe interesting is the twin flame, which is basically at a certain point during the soul development cycle, a soul can choose to have multiple incarnation at the same time to accelerate its evolution. Sometimes the soul chooses to have two incarnation in the same planetary sphere at the same time. These two individualized portions of the same souls are called the twin souls, who are separated by distance and experience, but the soul signature and the lessons to be learned are similar. So you can say, soulmates are two different souls, but twin flames are actually the same souls, but the souls, at a certain, after they have, uh, review cycle, and I'm sure they have very near higher in the development cycle, so they can choose to reincarnate simultaneously in two or three life, uh, you know, um, incarnation together, which is probably allowed, or which is process which we don't know much about when that really happens as such. So and then when these souls somehow meet at a synchronous time, they feel intense relationship towards each other, attraction towards. So, sometimes due to certain synchronous movement, these two entities or individualized portion of same souls meet each other and find themselves similar in more ways than one, and feel that their vibration are similar. Most of the twin flames are divided into opposite sexes, so one male, one female. So most of the time, I mean, the other case could be there as well. These are many entities. There are many entities who are already have this type of experience on planet Earth. Although it is very difficult, I think, to discern from outside whether they are twin souls or soulmates of romantic type. I think that only the person who is having this relation or going through this experience can find. From other outside, it is very difficult to tell whether they are soulmates or twin souls. Probably people say they are soulmates, rather than a twin soul. I think twin soul can only know themselves whether they are twin souls. The twin souls can create significant amount of love, challenge, teaching, and healing to each other in a unique and a powerful way. So I think, uh, Sam, you want to add something on that?
Like, yeah, you have explained, beautifully the difference. One of the things, like I had the question in my mind. And do we have a session, like, which tells us the difference between soul group and soul family? Maybe
Yes,
can
I
as far
have.
as I remember.
All the references will be in the document, which you can upload, which we will upload. So all the references I have put in each session, and person who is interested can listen to each session, which give you much more than what we are talking, because this is our just our podcast is mainly for giving people a simple understanding. This is a basic understanding podcast where people can, and then people can able to understand each term in a basic level, so that they can instigate their interest to learn more and listen to a deeper session, and then start continuing listening to your session regularly, so the knowledge becomes, otherwise they might not understand many things. So I think, I have put it that there. So I think yes, it is there.
Oh,
All
awesome. Yeah, because I forgot, what's the main difference? But yeah, anyways, yeah.
I am already doing that from the sessions. Of course, we don't want sometimes, even in the sessions they go in a great details, but I don't want to put too much details here, because they can do that. As I tell you, these are basic things, and we can go advanced level, and with practice, how to judge who is what, and they can feel it. Yes.
I see. Yeah, that is a great question for future sessions. Yeah, indeed.
Yes. So I think, for today, I think we have covered, unless you want to cover more things. And I think I want to just add that again, these podcasts basically started by Sam, to make so that we started this podcast so that people understand basic terms, and then can get on to listen to Sam's session, because we meet a lot of people every day. And then when we talk about these things with them, they hardly understand more terms. So we thought maybe, and then if I tell, listen to Sam session, they're not understanding everything, and reading all the sessions or listening to a previous session, it's a big job. So I think we started something so they can start understanding the session, and then grow with it, and may, if they have enough interest, they can go and learn about previous sessions. So that said, anything else, Sam? And also want to add that we are reading all the suggestions, comments of the people, and there are certain comments, and we will act upon it, working on it, how to make advanced session, because advanced session takes practice. I think theory is good and knowledge is good, but I think to internalize and practice, and I think we will find a way how that can be done, that we help people to practice one to one or one in a group sessions. We are not sure, but I'm sure as we walk along this path, things will become clear in this journey to help each other in this time of awakening.
Yeah, brother, thank you so much for your kind words and inputs, which have helped us understand the concepts. And also, thanks to the viewers who are watching this or listening to this podcast. And we will see you in the next week's episode. Until then, enjoy. Thank you.